right, isn't she?
Hey, you are?
Well, what did the doctor say about Mrs. Caldwell?
Oh, plenty of rest and no more turning around.
Huh? How do you mean?
Well, Ma's been running herself into the ground, flashing around with Ina Sharple. She's worn half an inch off her legs. Have you got any crab?
Ah, crab, yeah. Well, she's got to stay in bed for a bit then, eh?
Yeah, and get some of this lot down there. I want some nosh for Bobby as well, a couple of tins.
All right.
We'll bring Ma around and we can get him back on his feet.
Oh, what's wrong?
Flu.
Flu?
Yeah, well, don't look at me like that. That's what Ma says.
I didn't know cats got flu.
It's a rough cat, I'll tell you. Droopy whiskers, runny nose. Have you ever tried to blow a cat's nose?
No.
I'll have a box of tissues. I think it's old age, you know. If that cat lives another year, we'll get a telegram from the Queen.
Right, anything else?
How much is that big box of Chuckies?
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 15 bob.
Right.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that it then?
What's the asking price?
Hang on.
Morning, David.
Right,
How's Mrs. Caldwell going on, Jed?
Oh, couldn't be better, Albert. I think I'm flogging her as a sparring partner to Cassius Clay.
Yeah, well, will it be all right if I come round to have a look at her?
£2.8.
Right.
Jed, I said, would it be all right if I come round to have a look at her?
Sorry, Albert, yes. Yes, Ma, I'd like that. Thanks for the, I'll see you later.
Bye, Jed.
Bye, Jed. You know, he goes a lot deeper than what some folks think, does that lad?
Yeah. I'll have to change my mind a bit about Jed Stone. I used to think he was a right load of nothing.
You know, there's nought that he wouldn't do for Minnie Caldwell.
And there's nought I wouldn't do for you, Uncle Albert. What can I get you?
Well, have you got any of that ginny band?
Hey?
You know, a ball of string.
Oh,
Morning, Mr. Sharples.
Hi, Albert. Hi. Oh,
Right,
Ma. Can you give me a hand a minute, love? There, Uncle Albert. Tenpence to you.
Well, he used to give it away when I were a lad.
Oh, my dear, my love.
What's to do? She fallen down the job, then?
Oh, no, Mrs. Sharples. Irma puts in a very fair day's work, thank you. Is there anything else?
No, thanks.
Oh, Irma, will you look after... Now, what are you all dressed up for?
I'm going out.
What do you mean you're going out? Where?
I've got an appointment.
What you talking about? What appointment?
I'll tell you later. Hey, are you ready?
Yes.
Right.
Right, where's me at?
Where you left it?
Oh, where was that?
In the sideboard.
Oh,
Hey, Stan, how much did they rush you for the ice cream?
about 9 bob a gallon. Now then, do I look all right, hygienic like?
How much do you get for it?
25 bob.
Hey, that's all right.
Oh, I better got me overheads, you know.
But what overheads?
Well, you for one. I do I look all right?
Let's have a look at your hands. And your fingernails.
I scrubbed them, love.
You didn't scrub them when we got married, did you? That one were filthy.
Oh, that were boot polish.
I don't care what it were. I've never seen nobody get married with a dirty fingernail.
How do you know?
Because I always make a point of looking.
Look, do I look all right?
That registrar just sat there staring at your fingernail.
Hilda, do I look all right?
You look lovely.
I've got a crease in the back of my coat, have
No.
I? They wouldn't recognise this as my milk hat, would they?
No.
I'll see you about tea time then, eh?
What are you doing?
Kissing you.
Stan, have you done something I don't know about?
No. I'm kissing you for luck, you know, like they did in the old days when they went out jousting.
When what?
Jousting. You know, knights of old. Long poles on horses.
Ah. Give us another then.
Ma? Ma? Hello, Ma.
Oh, hello, Sonny Jim. I fell asleep again.
How'd you feel, love?
Oh, a lot better, thank you. I think I could get up today.
Now, Ma, you know you were told to stay in bed, and that's where you're going to stay, isn't it?
Oh, you're being firm with me, aren't you?
Downright nasty, Ma. I've even sprinkled tin tacks all round the bed.
Oh, Sonny Jim, I couldn't have managed without you.
Of course you could, Ma. Now, come on, see what you can do with this.
Oh, what is this?
Beef tea.
Oh.
Now, come on, drink it up, and you'll grow to be a big, strong fella like your Uncle Jed.
Hello, it's only me.
Oh, hello, Ina. Oh, I'm feeling a lot better.
Much better colour, I must say. You went a very funny shade of ivory t'other night.
Oh, I don't know when I felt as bad as that.
Oh, well, as long as you're on the mend, that's all that matters. I brought you so I've made you a few scones.
Oh, thank you, Ina.
I see you're making a very good job of looking after her.
Oh, Sonny Jim's been just like a nurse.
Yes, well, I think I'll leave you two together.
Hello, is it all right if I come up?
Who's that?
It's her, that social woman.
Hello, Mrs. Caldwell. Are you feeling better?
Oh, yes, thank you, Miss Winter.
Ruth.
Oh, yes, I'm a lot better, thank you. Sonny Jim's been looking after me.
I'm very well, I'm told, Mr. Stone, Mrs. Sharples.
You include the visitation of the sick in your schedule, do you?
You sound surprised, Mrs. Sharples.
Look, if you two are going to have a punch-up, would you mind doing it outside and not in Ma's room?
I'm sure Mrs. Sharples didn't mean to imply anything, Mr. Stone. I just came along to see if you'd like to borrow my radio.
Oh, thank you very much.
I thought it might help to pass the time.
Can you get those pirates on it?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, I've never heard the pirates. My set's too old. Oh, thank you very much,
Ruth.
Ruth.
It's all right, kid. Come on. Hey, they do pies, kid. How much are your pies, love?
Steak and kidney, meat and potato, cheese and onion.
Meat and tater.
10p each.
What do you think? Shall we have 4?
You know me, I'll eat out.
She stuffs her face rotten.
Really?
It's only nerves, though. They get on top of her. Right, we'll have 4 to take out, love.
There you are, 4 pies.
They're fresh, aren't they?
That will be 3 and 4p, please.
Do you fancy a bottle?
Oh, that's a good idea.
What do you want?
Oh, you know me.
Yeah, you'll sup out. You should see her when she gets her first dinner. Right, we'll take a bottle as well, love.
Well, orange, lemonade, grapefruit.
And you got a pale ale, a big un? You'll be quids in next week, love, when factory opens.
Oh, factory, is that where you work then?
Yeah, skeleton staff, me and her.
Oh,
Belting little skeleton, aren't you, kid?
How many how many people are going to be employed at the factory?
Oh, about 30. Can make your dinner times. Come on, then, boots are made for walking. See you, love.
Jack, love,
Aye?
do you think the brewery might have premises on a very small island somewhere?
Oh, what's up?
Well, you saw those two. Can you imagine another 30 of them?
Well, they'll bring a bit of custom with 'em.
Yes, well, I hope I'm not alone in thinking that it's the sort of custom we can well do without.
I didn't think much of them, Mrs. Walker. If you ask me, they're as common as muck, them two.
I entirely agree with you, Mrs. Ogden. Goodness knows I've always shunned snobbishness, but there are limits to how far one can condescend.
You're dead right, Mrs. Walker. Once you start condensing, there's no knowing where it'll end up.
Exactly, Mrs. Ogden.
Well, I mean, it's like having a dirty fingernail, isn't it? If you got one, you might end up with 10.
Yes, I hadn't exactly thought of it like that before.
Doesn't matter what you think, Annie. If you look out of that window, you'll see a factory. And if the folk who work there want to come in here for a drink, they'll be very welcome.
You never listen to me, do you, Jack? You twist every word I say. You have no idea what Mrs. Ogden and I are talking about. We have nothing against factory girls as such, have we, Mrs. Ogden?
Oh, no, we got nothing against them, Mr. Walker.
But as this factory is obviously recruiting girls out of the potholes of Derbyshire, Mrs. Ogden and I have every right to protest.
They call them trogs, you know.
Eh? You what?
Trogs.
Trog.
Disgusting what they get up to in them potholes. Giving Derbyshire a bad name.
Morning, Jack. By the heck, I've just seen a couple of crackers leaving your place. You haven't got any more tucked away, have you?
You better ask Annie. She's keeping count. 30 was the last I heard.
30? I knew it was going to be a lovely summer. Have I said something?
Can I get you anything, Len?
Yes, half a pint for supping, please, love. I've said something, you know. And how's my lovely Hilda this morning?
Very well, thank you.
I tell you what, you've got a talented husband, haven't you?
There's no need to be sarcastic. He does his best.
Who the heck's being sarcastic? Haven't you seen him?
Stan.
I've just passed his van. He can't scoop that stuff out fast enough.
You can.
I'll do threatening.
Don't stop, he's right.
Yeah. Hey, we've raspberry vinegar on.
Come on. Vinegar on.
Yeah.
Here we are, me old darling. Off you go, let's go.
Put me 2 bobs worth in here when you can, love.
Yes, all right, love, in a minute. Let's go.
Yeah,
That
give me
little
one,
first.
one.
Here you are, lads.
Again, you aren't you?
That's right, look, bye.
I thought so. We used to get to the lot round here.
Oh, aye.
Aye, Ingers. All us
you
forget
know.
their names.
Right, now then, look, you want my 2 bobs worth in here?
Aye.
Right, you can have it.
Of course, you'll be rivals like, won't you?
Oh, aye.
Rivals, you and Thingy.
Who's thinking?
You know, Benattis.
Oh, aye. There, look, the next one for good luck, eh?
Oh, thanks very much.
Smash it. See you again, then. Ta-ra, well. Ta-ra. Any more? Right. Ta-ra.
By the egg, it's good, is that? I think he'll catch on. I'll have another. Jack?
Now, you know better than to ask me. Thanks all the same.
Hey, Annie, you did say 30, didn't you?
I've already expressed myself on that subject, and as usual, it has fallen on stony ground.
That's me quieting day.
They'll all be wearing those short skirts, of course.
Disgusting.
I just don't know what things are coming to.
Another 3 inches and I think we'll find out.
Really, Len, that is only suitable for a tap room and with ladies present, really.
And here it is, morning, David.
Mrs. Walker.
David, what can I get you?
Light ale, please, and, one of your cheese and onions.
You're out to your usual agreements, aren't you? What's the matter? Has Irma left you?
You're not far wrong there. She stalked out at 9 o'clock this morning without a flaming word.
Did she come back?
No. No, thanks very much.
She'll be looking at prams.
Hey? Prams?
That's what happened to me, mate. She went out one morning, talked to the doctor and ordered a pram.
Oh, shut up, will you? You're getting worse than Hilda Ogden. Anyway, wherever she's gone, your Lucille's with her.
Lucille?
Yeah, they both went out together.
Yeah, love Lucille.
Aye, I know.
You know what?
She's not at work. That was her boss, what's his name, Harrison on the phone. Wanted to know if she was poorly.
You know she is out somewhere, probably shopping with Irma. We have been far too lenient with that girl, Jack, and when she comes in, I want you to take a very firm line with her.
Right then, let's be having you. Graham? Where did you get your ice cream from? From the other fella. What other fella? Him has just been. Him has just... In a van? Yeah. Who were it? New one. Not seen him before. How long since he were here? Oh, only a few minutes. He went that way. Did he? Yes. Right then.
What you two doing here? See, what did I tell you? Not do you want a nice cup of tea, Irma, or oh, it's lovely to see you, Lucille, but what are you two doing here?
That's what I said.
Well, ma'am, you know how very good you are at keeping secrets.
Yeah.
And you'd never breathe a word to a soul, would you?
No.
And if you believe that, you'll believe anything, won't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you brassy-faced little ape. What have you come for?
Go on, tell her.
We've got a job, me and Irma.
Doing what?
Making clothes and that, you know.
Oh, Irma, you haven't. Not at factory.
We have. We start on Monday.
Oh, Irma.
Ah, Irma, what?
In a factory.
Why, what's wrong with factories all of a sudden?
Have you told David?
Nope.
You told Mrs. Walker?
Nope.
Oh, well, ring up and tell him you've changed your minds.
You must be going soft. We'll be on 15 quid a week.
And you can get it up to 18 if you try hard enough.
15 quid a week?
Yeah. And there's no forking out for bus fares.
And we can eat at home if we want.
Oh, that's good wages, is that?
Well, that's what we're telling you.
Mum, your dad makes.
And we met some of the girls, are not bad, have you, Irma?
No, except that tall, dark and gruesome one. I'll soon sort her out.
Hey, don't worry, they're better than them in the lab.
Two of them come in for Rover's lunchtime.
Oh, did you catch the names?
No, they didn't stay, but they look very nice, you know, well turned out.
Yeah.
Like. Hey, Irma, if David doesn't mind you working...
What do you mean if he doesn't mind? By the time I finish with him, I think it was his idea in the first place.
well, in that case, he'll be wanting somebody to help in shop, won't he?
I expect so.
Do me very nicely with that. I've always fancied serving in a shop.
Come in. Hello.
Hello. I was just passing, like.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I'd bring you this. It's the damage for the repairs and things, you know.
Oh, you kept your estimate.
Well, I always try to. I'm not disturbing anything, am I?
No, I'm just working on my monthly progress report. Small P for progress, I'm afraid.
What have you put? Natives rising, send more beads.
I wish there were. It's much too quiet.
Give me that old-time religion, eh?
Huh?
English apples.
Oh.
Yes, she has very strong convictions.
Look, don't get me wrong, but why do you do it?
You have just lost me.
Oh, it's social work, putting on dances for yobbos and
That's
things.
the way you see it.
No, I said, don't get me wrong, darling. Some of these kids round here, they get paid about 20 quid a week. Full stop.
Money.
That's
I wish
what
I were earning as much.
That's what I mean. Why do you do it? There's nobody starving around here,
People starve in different ways.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah. You're starting on religion, aren't you?
I never mentioned religion.
Well, it comes down to the same thing, doesn't it?
You make it sound like some sort of confidence trick.
Well, isn't it? I mean, look at this flaming mission. Built and filled by people who are conned into thinking they're going to get everything in the next world. Well, I hope they do, because they get nothing in this one. Me, I don't want to know about this promised land. I'm living here and now. Well, what do you think?
About what?
Well, you believe in God and all that, don't you?
Yes, I believe in God. But people see God in different ways. I mean, Mrs. Sharple sees him as a wise old man gazing down, taking notes for future reference, and...
How do you see him?
Are you really interested?
Yeah.
Well, sometime when we've got a lot more time, we'll really get down to it.
I look forward to that.
Bobby looks better, doesn't he?
Oh, you worry so much about that cat. He's only a beast of the field, you know.
Bobby is not a beast, Tina. He's very friendly.
What's been up with him?
Oh, he's had a cold, Mr. Tanner. His fur was coming out last week.
You like me, son. Getting a bit thin on top, like.
Shouldn't be in a sick room. Harbingers of diseases, cats.
He knows you're talking about him. Would you like another scone, Mr. Tatlow?
I wouldn't say no, Mrs. Cromwell.
Is that all right, Tina?
Yeah, I made them for you. You can give them to you like.
Oh, thank you. Help yourself, Mr. Tatlow.
Thank you, Mrs. Cromwell.
Our sissy like muggies. Well, grand woman. Her husband used to be a tiddlywinks manufacturer, till the bottom fell out of the market, He said never fully recovered either. Oh, it was fretted away, surrounded by thousands of tiddlywinks. It was a tragic sight towards the end.
And what's all this got to do with cats?
I think he caught it from his friend, Mr. Tanner.
No, love, he pined away, dreaming of a tiddlywinks revival.
No, I mean Bobby's cold. He meets his friend by the viaduct and they go for little walks together.
Oh, aye?
Oh, I'm so glad he's got a friend.
Lucy?
Yeah?
The word is yes.
Yes, what?
Mr. Walker wants to have a word with you. That is so, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah, I wish you'd wait until I finish tidying up.
There are some things, Jack, that will not wait, and this is one of them. You're not taking exception to that, are you?
Has something happened?
Ah, well, your Auntie Annie and me's a bit worried about you not going to work today.
Oh, I had the day off.
And did you tell Mr. Harrison that you was having a day off?
Oh, has he been on the phone?
Now, don't say it like that, Lucille. After all, he is the head of your department.
Only for another week.
What? Is he leaving, then?
No, I am.
You leaving?
Yeah, that's where I've been today for an interview, you see.
Well, why didn't you tell us, love?
Well, I wanted to see what it was like first, you know.
Well, you must have done well at the interview, mustn't you?
Oh, I don't know, you can't tell.
Well, of course you did, love. You got the situation. That proves it. Congratulations. Jack?
Why? Congratulations, Lucille.
Thank you very much.
Where is it, love?
Oh, it's still in a factory, you know, but more money like.
Nice laboratory, a bigger one, I suppose.
Well, I haven't seen the laboratory, actually.
And where is the factory, dear?
Coronation Street.
What? Not Elliston's, that new place?
Hmm.
Well, surely they're not big enough to have a lab of their own, are they?
Lucille, what sort of position is this?
Making clothes and that, yeah.
On the factory floor?
Yes, £15 a week.
Jack, please say something.
Well, are you sure it's what you
Jack,
want?
you're not going to start reasoning with
Well,
her.
what do you want me to do?
Well, don't you shout at me.
Look, I'm starting at Elliston's on Monday, whatever you both of you say.
Lucille, Mr. Walker hasn't finished speaking to you yet.
Annie.
Don't you Annie me, Jack Walker. That girl is our responsibility, and you've made a fine mess of things.
Well, short of sending for Harry Hewitt, what else could I do?
You could have reasoned with her. 6 O-levels, and she ends up on the factory floor.
It's only a phase. That sort of money would attract anybody, let alone a girl of that age.
You saw those two creatures in here just now. Is that what you want Lucille to turn into? Because these things rub off, Jack. You mark my words.
There was no wrong with them girls. A bit cocky, perhaps, but they'll grow out of that.
Not cocky, Jack. Coarse. That is the word, coarse. And that is what Lucille will be. She'll end up just another factory girl.
Now, you're talking a lot of twaddle, Annie, and I don't want to listen to it.
Jack!
Well, as a matter of fact, while we're on about factory girls, I seem to remember that I married one. You were in the weaving shed, weren't you?
I certainly was not. It was an ice cream factory.
Well, what's the difference? It's still a factory.
You missed me, didn't you? I can tell. Have you ever met my dad's secret weapon?
I'll come back after Emma when you've talked it over.
No, it's all right. He's just having a little paddy. Aren't you, love? Having a little paddy? Well, you get on with it, and I'll show my mother where everything is.
Hey, what do you mean?
Oh, David, you might have to give us a bit of warning.
What's going on? Why are you showing your mum where everything is?
Well, she'll have to know, won't she?
Oh, makes sense, Irma.
Well, I'll meet your new assistant.
My what?
She's a living dynamo.
Are you going away or something?
No, I've got a job.
What you talking about? What job?
At the factory.
Oh, come off it.
I've not gone on it yet.
You know what I mean. You're not working in a flaming factory. And I'm not working with your flaming mother.
Why? What's wrong with my mother?
I'm putting this business on its feet, not running it down.
You could at least try her out.
I've got no room for experiments.
Hey, who are you calling an experiment, you cheeky devil?
Tell her to belt up.
I come over here to do you a favour.
I'm not short of one,
You
thanks.
will be one day. Oh, you're welcome to him, Irma. Hasn't got no respect for his elders, he hasn't. I wouldn't work here now if you went down on your bended knees and begged me.
Tactful sort of son-in-law you are, aren't you?
Now, look here, Irma, I've just about stood enough. You take 6 hours off, then you come back here and you tell me that Brushhead is my new assistant. And what's all this guff about you getting a new job?
I start on Monday and I'm the only one in this family what calls my mother a brushhead.
Well, what the heck do you want to work in a factory for? It was your idea to buy this shop in the first place.
Well, how much do shop assistants get?
I don't know.
In a shop like this, about £6 a week if they're lucky.
Well?
Well, if we get somebody here for £6 a week, I can earn 15 at the factory. And don't say we don't need the money, because we do.
Well, you should have talked it over with me first.
Look, talking it over with you would have meant you talking me out of it. David will be £9 a week up. Well, have you got any better ideas?
Hello, Miss Winter.
Hello, Mrs. Walker.
Can I do something for you, dear?
Yes, I wonder if you'd give this leaflet to Lucille.
Yes, of course.
We're starting 1 or 2 things for teenagers down at the mission. I feel sure she'll be interested.
Yes. Have you time to have a drink with me, love? Just a little glass of sherry?
Oh, well, thank you very much, Mrs.
Oh,
Walker.
thank you.
Dry, if you please.
Yes. As a matter of fact, my dear, Mr. Walker and I are rather anxious about Lucille.
Oh?
Yes. Your very good health.
Cheers.
Yes. You see, she's thrown up her job, a very promising position in a laboratory, to take work in the new clothing factory.
Oh, the big money.
I know. And it's not only that, you see. We don't really seem able to control her anymore. It's very worrying.
Well, it's not unusual, Mrs. Walker. Girls of Lucille's age.
I know, but then the girls at the factory, you see, they're not Lucille's type at all. And one can't help feeling that this is only going to aggravate matters. You do understand, don't you?
Well, if you like, I'll keep an eye on her if we can get her coming to the community centre.
Would you? I do think, you know, that you could talk to her better than we can.
Well, I'll try.
I mean, young people today, they're so different, aren't they? I've always heard it said that they don't speak the same language, but I've never experienced it before. It's a complete lack of communication.
Well, I'll see what I can do, Mrs. Walker. And thank you for the drink.
Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye, dear.
Hello, Mister. Can I have a bottle to take out, please, Mrs. Walker? I've made Stan a great big mountain of hot pot. He's bound to be starving when he comes in.
How's it going, the ice cream?
Like hot cakes. Oh, that sounds daft, doesn't it? No, but I really think he's onto some at this time. Fatty.
Stan Ogden, how's trade?
Now listen here, Fatty.
Huh?
The netters have been working this area for over 30 years.
Well, there's bags of room for all of us.
If you think that, you'll go bust in a week.
I'm doing all right.
You've pinched my trade, Fatty. That's why you're doing all right.
And don't call me Fatty. How can I pinch your trade, eh? When you haven't got a licence, have you?
There are such things as gentlemen's agreements, and I've got one with every vendor round here. They don't move in on me, and I don't move in on them.
Are you threatening me?
I'm telling you, if you're around here tomorrow, there'll be trouble.
Oh, what sort of trouble?
You'll see. I'm not the only Bonetti. There's more from where I come from.
And I'm not the only Ogden. There's more where I come from.
Right then. If you want an ice cream war, Fatty, you're going to get one.
Right.